What the fuck? Why I do that? My bad. Gotta start the video on Instagram. So what I gotta do is put my stream key back in.
Because I mean, everybody be checking in. That's y'all favorite thing to do. Check in with somebody that's gonna rob you, stupid ass.
Wow.
Yo, you think that guy, the guy that you don't know in California got your back? The guy that got beef with other hoods and all this, you checking into that dude?
The checking in part, is they seen.
In Cali, you gotta watch out everything. You go to Cali, you gotta watch out for the. You gotta watch out for the whoever you deal with. You go out there to shoot a video, you gotta watch out for the cameraman. You go out there to the studio, you gotta watch out for the people that are in the studio. You go out there and deal with this person, you gotta watch out for them. You gotta watch out for everything when you go to Cali.
Get hung up on that word checking in.
Yeah.
So if we could diversify that word and bring it up to a 2021 thing.
Right. What's the word, OG? What's the word?
Maybe we may want to tell them they need to get connected.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Maybe that's the proper word, connected, properly connected.
It's a fictitious name. They're not a mob. Mob ties is like the white boy from Malibu Most Wanted. Jay Prince Jr. and his son, they like Malibu from Most Wanted. They're not no real gangsters.
So there's been so much buzz lately about the whole checking in drama and extortion in hip hop, especially with the rumors swirling around Drake and his longtime Houston protector / alleged extortion kingpin, Jay Prince. And word on the street is that Jay Prince might have abandoned Drake. So get this. Drake apparently tried to ban all rap artists linked to Kendrick Lamar from performing in Houston, thinking his daddy, Jay Prince, would have his back. But then Schoolboy Q stepped in, making it crystal clear that he's not scared of Drake's so-called mob ties. And earlier this month, he performed in Houston in front of a huge crowd. But Schoolboy didn't stop there. He also called the whole checking in thing goofy and downright embarrassing, especially for someone as seasoned as Jay Prince, who's still playing these childish street games and trying to extort his own people. So what's really going on with Jay Prince and this extortion saga? Who's he tried to shake down, and has it led to any tragic outcomes for rappers who stood up to him? Let's break it down.
Why do you want to go over there? For what? Don't call me. Oh, it's you having a nerve to call me sometime. Like, what are you talking about, bro? I'm playing video games. My daughter got a soccer game tomorrow, bro. Grow the up.
Okay, so let's first talk about this extortion business and how it became part of the hip-hop culture. The roots of extortion crime groups stretch way back to 18th century Italy, when the local mafia would send letters to business owners threatening or property damage unless they forked over protection money. Fast forward to when the mafia hit America and extortion took root in the inner cities. Chicago, New York, Philly, these places were practically shaking with fear thanks to regular mafia shakedowns. Naturally, other street gangs and organized crime groups adopted these shady tactics. With hip-hop bringing in the big bucks, it was only a matter of time before these groups set their sights on rappers. Nowadays, extortion is practically stitched into the fabric of hip-hop. And even the biggest stars in the game haven't escaped it. Take Tupac, for example. In 2011, the FBI unsealed shocking documents related to the investigation into Tupac's murder, exposing an extortion scheme by the Jewish Defense League, an organization classified by the FBI as a right-wing group. According to FBI documents, the JDL was extorting protection money from Ruthless Records and several big-name rap artists, including Tupac and Eazy-E, and made direct threats to their lives. The documents, originally produced in 1997, state, quote, JDL and other yet unidentified have been extorting money from various rap music stars via death threats. The scheme involves redacted and other subjects making telephonic death threats to the rap star. Subjects then intercede by contacting the victim and offering protection for a fee. Source reported that Eric Wright, also known as Eazy-E, who owned Ruthless Records, was a victim of this extortion scheme prior to dying from AIDS. Name redacted also reportedly targeted Tupac Shakur prior to his recent in Las Vegas, Nevada. End quote. Fast forward to the present day, and many Black American street gangs rely on the extortion of rap artists as one of their income sources, demanding that rappers check in when they visit their city to make sure they can move around safely without getting punked or worse. This way, rappers get a free pass to the hood, and the locals earn cash through security fees or by opening for the big names. Now, let's dive into some examples. Like I said, even the A-listers aren't immune. Take Kanye West, for example.
I guess Eazy-E wasn't that much gangster, huh? He just was a hustler. Slinging the rocks, turn rapper.
During a trip to Philadelphia, he found himself in hot water and had to call in Beanie Siegel, the Broad Street, for backup. Poor Kanye was just sitting at a diner table with friends when some sketchy dudes pulled up chairs to his table, not even eating, just waiting. Kanye had to hide his jewelry and keep a low profile, but luckily, Beanie swooped in and saved the day.
Yeah, he was feeling
what you got on my board?
Like looking at him sideways at his
Debo came, he had to put it, got to tuck his chain.
He called you up.
No, he didn't call me up personally.
Well, somehow it got
you know, two ways you could put out the blast. It could go to everybody who was he put the blast out that he felt threatened.
Right.
Yeah.
And you showed up.
Yeah.
And from what I heard, you let them know that nothing was gonna happen to Kanye.
Nah.
That's not how it went down.
Yeah, no, I'm saying, nothing was gonna happen to him. Not while I was there. Nothing was gonna happen to him.
Did you feel that Kanye was being paranoid, or do you think that something might have actually happened with the people that you confronted that?
No, he wasn't being paranoid. They had chairs pulled up to his table where he was eating at with his friends, and they wasn't eating.
Oh.
Yeah.
So something was about to happen to Kanye.
Yeah. Yeah, it was real.
It was real.
Yeah, they played the food was cold. It was only a couple bites.
News 101.
It was just like a weight off. Like, hurry up. And when you come out of here, it's going down. So like I Kanye, yo, you know this guy right here? It was like, nah, I just pulled the chair from him. Yo, and Kanye had his jewelry tucked in. Take your chain out. And that was like a badge, that Rockefeller chain. Like, you don't do that. At least I didn't roll that way.
For real.
And that was my brother. Like, we was rock lot familiar. We was the family. So taking from him at that time was like taking from me.
How did the guys react when you confronted them?
Nah, but
as they should.
I ain't, you know. If you got to. If you feel safe,
a little more than freestyle.
Now, Detroit, sweetie, is a whole different beast. The Motor City apparently operates under Trick's no-fly zone. Trick laid it all out on the Drink Champs podcast. Basically, if you're a rapper rolling into Detroit, you better show respect and pay your dues, or else.
Let me ask you, Trick, because I don't understand what is the no-fly zone. What does that mean? Because I mean, I've come to Detroit and had marvelous times.
We shot movies out there.
So, but what is this no-fly zone mean?
It was for record labels.
Okay.
When record labels used to have like street teams, and that was back in the A&R days. You know, they would have a promo team, take the artists. You know, A&R take the artists to different locations, and it was like they were just coming to Detroit and wasn't picking up nothing. It was like they would charge.
On the real, man, I ain't doing no checking in. Don't pull up on me. I ain't doing no checking in. Don't pull up on me trying to check me.
Local artists to perform. They would charge the local
I don't
artists
feel
to perform.
safe. I've been shot
Artists would
before.
bring
I ain't gonna feel
20,
safe.
30, 40, 50, 60 people sometimes to this event that will pay to get in. It's like, how is you charging them and they bringing you revenue?
Wow.
You know, and then, you know, when it kept happening with the little homies and they was just doing it because they got money, like, you know,
man, meaning paying to
it was just
their own stage.
Exactly. And it was radio as well. Like, you know, the Summer Jams events didn't consist of mostly Detroit artists. They consist of everybody from everywhere else, and the Detroit artists would get charged.
Wow.
And I was like, stop everything. Wow. And the only entertainment around this is gonna be what's here.
Right.
So we're gonna get acquainted with what we got around these corners, and then we'll start letting a few trinklets in one at a time. And if anybody violated, we'll deal with that accordingly.
And no one knows this better than Rick Ross. Back in 2014, Rose was supposed to headline a Summer Jam event, but his plans were derailed by the local enforcers of the no-fly zone. Ross's entourage was stopped by 100 locals, making it clear he wasn't welcome. Now, word on the street is that Ross got spooked big time, although he of course later claimed none of it was true and claimed he's free to go to Detroit whenever he pleases.
I have to ask you, okay, what is going on with you in Detroit? There was a show that you were supposed to perform, right? And you made, you know, you referenced it on your Twitter, right? You made light of it, but now it's like the headlines are crazy. The blogs are like, Rick Ross is fearful of his life. He can't come to Detroit anymore. So no flies on. What's happening? What's going on with that?
Somebody is misleading her. Quite like, yo, Yo, we went out to Detroit. You know, we had a gig to go to. You know, so the team head over, you know, to the gig, and you know, I got my team, so my team is always in front of me. You know, just to make it clear, I never even made it to the venue. I never made it to the venue. Me and whoever this gentleman is, we never crossed paths. He never spoke with Rose, and I expect him to clarify that. I expect him, you know, to tell y'all, we never talked to Rose, we never spoke to MG. But anyway, you know, the caravan on the way to the venue, and you know, they get there, and someone has locked the gates to the venue, padlocked or however they did it. The gate was locked. It was gentlemen supposed to be here. This I didn't see myself. Okay. It was supposed to be gentlemen here who were talking with the police, and it was very peaceful. You know, for my team that made it, you know,
yeah, before you.
Right. You know, they didn't even know it was a problem, you know, and so, you know, that's the promoter's job, you know what I mean? So
to guarantee that it's
right,
a safe situation.
Right. So, you know, the promoter himself said, you know, let's get it fixed. He said, let's go to the casino. Shout out to Greektown Casino. So we went back to the casino, and you know, that's where we chilled, and that's when I got the story that was supposed to be a mob gang, and you know, that's totally false. Mm-hmm. You know, and I let that breathe for a whole day, just expecting somebody to step up and say that's not true. No one spoke to MMG. No one.
So what happens now? Like, do you go back to Detroit?
I mean,
like,
you know, for me personally,
your fans are out there. They want to see you.
I mean, for me personally, you know, of course it ain't personal because I was paid and I was paid well. You understand? And I just feel bad for those kids that stood out there 6 hours and wanted to see Ricky Rose and couldn't see the boss because someone padlocked the gate. You know, so for whatever reason they did this, I don't understand it. Because if it's somebody that's supposed to be from the jungle, in the jungle, you don't lock the lions out.
This is the $1 billion Black Tiger strategy that Kylie Cosmetics used to do over $400 million in sales in their first 18.
You let the lions in. Lock them in. That's when you get your confrontation.
Now, let's not forget about the baby. During a video shoot in East Atlanta, he was confronted by a local gang for trespassing. They tried to intimidate him, but the baby held his ground.
That's why you got to keep it on you at all times, even at the grocery store. You know, and some more. You need.
What's happening?
I'm going nowhere without it.
Oh, yeah. Oh. Ain't nobody signed up a business slip for me. Mm-mm. Huh? Oh, yeah. I ain't know that. Okay. Okay. No cool. You said what? Nah. I don't know nothing I ain't get told about.
Straight up.
Nah. Ain't none of that going on. Look, like I say.
Hey, and best believe them dudes that's in the street, they comprehend baby language. The way he calm and he talk and he hold his grounds, they know for sure he got it on him.
I'm the youngest out there. That's cool. Well, that's cool. Hey, well, that's cool. They ain't got to fuck with me, but I ain't signing no permission slip nowhere. That ain't what I do. Hey, look. If you want to come politics, you could have came in politics. Hey, that's all good, big homie. They said he could have just came in politics. You know, that's what real niggas do. I ain't no pee-wee. But check out what I'm saying. I ain't no pee-wee though, so it don't go like that. It got to be respect. It got to be respect. You see what I'm saying? That's all it is. It got to be respect. Look, nah. Y'all just come, y'all give respect. Y'all would have got the utmost respect. You see what I say? What's good with y'all? Y'all all right? Nah, okay, yeah, check it out. Y'all don't respect. Y'all would have got respect. Come on, don't do it like that. Just don't do it like that. You feel me? Don't do it like that. You come with respect. If you respect, just straight up. What you mean? Look, brother, exactly who I am. He just told. You know what? Whoever told you I was up to shoot a video, ask them who I am. I don't answer questions outside permission slip. I don't do that, big homie. You feel me? You could have came and chopped it. Okay, we gonna see. We gonna see.
Hey, just shout to the video.
Where is it? I'll get this bitch up out of it. Y'all have to stack up quick. Straight up. Hey, no, next time I'll check in, bro. Look, like I say, next time you just say, hey, come holler at me, bro, and I come holler at you. You see what I'm saying? But today, I ain't gonna never check in. Hey, I'm not checking in nowhere. You hear me? Okay, that's what's up. That's straight. Okay, say no more. Okay, I hear you.
Salute the baby. Salute. Hold it down. And it ain't about being
The
tough.
baby later opened up about the incident during his appearance on Vlad TV, and he admitted that it could have ended really bad for the other guys.
You stood your ground. Okay. I mean, granted, when you look at that,
tough or none of that. He just stood his ground, stayed calm. You know what I'm saying? That's it. Respectfully.
Situation with so many cameras around, I doubt anything would have happened. But then again, people do act stupid. And you know, egos come into play and so forth. Did you feel that it could have gone wrong?
Yeah, God was on their side. Yeah, God was on their side. You know what I mean? It worked out perfect for him. You know, it worked out perfect for him. I really had just ordered, like, you seen like that film, like people out there, like the film crew. Yeah, I had just came down. It was just me and my
Black 45.
I had just ordered pieces for like the whole film crew and shit, so everybody could eat. You know what I mean? Grab a piece. Grab a piece of the whole film crew. I had on like little shorts, and, you know, I had to lighten up. I had a little shorts and do my little dance. You know, do what I do. Like I had to lighten up, so it worked out perfect for him. You know, as everybody probably know now.
Well, I didn't see any security.
Nah,
I didn't even see really.
It was just me. Everybody else was
yeah.
doing it. Was there to do a job.
Right.
I had just met them that day. Everybody else was there like they don't. You know, they was there to do a job. They was scared.
Yeah, everybody else I know they was scared. It ain't even about like how nowadays everybody got to show their gun on the internet and all that. Just, you know, keep your shit to protect you. Keep your stuff to protect you. You know what I'm saying? And do your music and go shoot your videos wherever you got to shoot it, and you know what I'm saying. Stay out the way and protect yourself. That's it.
I was scared. Everybody out there.
It looked like a scary situation. It looked like it was about to go left.
Yeah.
But they ultimately walked away.
Right on time too.
I'm telling you, when you know you a good person and you prayed up, and you know what I'm saying, you gonna be all right. The people that's in the wrong, they gonna be in the wrong. They gonna get the short end of the stick, the negative, bad. You know what I'm saying? Dude, them that came up on baby, they was gonna get the short end of the stick at the end of the day. I guarantee you. Just because the energy they was pushing.
Some industry figures like Joe Budden see extortion as just part of the game. He compares it to paying state taxes. Annoying, but necessary. He figures it's better to pay up and keep things smooth rather than face the wrath of the streets.
This is how I explain it. State taxes. Checking in estate taxes. I don't live in LA, but I've done work in LA. And at the end of the year, LA sends a note to my house that tells me how much money I owe them. That's the government. The street people that are powerful enough to control movement in their town, i.e. Big U, Trick, whoever these names are. All of y'all artists come to these cities and take, and make money all year long without giving back. So to avoid the streets getting it from you how they want to get it from you, I'll fix all that. But there's a fee attached. That's how I view it. I didn't grow up with you. I don't know you. I don't know none of them. I don't really care about your well-being. But you're going to pay. All right, he's good for these 3 days that he's here.
And finally, there's the Houston boogeyman and Drake's longtime protector, Jay Prince. The Rap A Loud Records founder's name has been associated with extortion schemes for literally decades, but it was only recently that he started making headlines for his shady business. For instance, when NBA YoungBoy's place in Houston got robbed in July 2020, Jay Prince publicly offered to return his stuff, which many saw as a blatant extortion attempt.
So while we was gone, I got a call, you know what I mean, because the little homie YoungBoy place got broke into. People went in his place, disrespected different things, and
listen, everybody ain't gonna go for that extortion. You hear me? Everybody ain't gonna go for that extortion. Some people are gonna die about that respect, just like these tough guys be. So that's all I gotta say.
Call about it, and the little homies that went into this place want to make that right because they understand that, you know what I mean, YoungBoy family is okay with it. And as you can see, homie, to make a long story short, I got your keys to your Rolls Royce, I got your keys to your McLaren, you know, all that they took, and the homie, Shakur, what you got, homie?
You got your Rolls Royce umbrellas, you got your keys, you got a bunch of other shit, so get in contact with us, bro.
All good, waiting on you.
But YB didn't fall for it, and he hopped on IG Live to let Jay Prince know he doesn't play those games.
Hey, I ain't no friends, I ain't no new relationships. I don't speak none of that shit, man. If you got something for me, man, plenty around me you could call.
Right up.
It's plenty ways you can get in touch with me. Man, don't get on no internet and do nothing publicly. Don't do nothing dealing with no publicity, none of that same shit. And I'm good on the keys, gangster. When you buy shit cash, two keys come with the car anyway. I ain't business, man.
And then there was the whole situation with the late Migos rapper who was tragically killed in Houston in November 2022 while under the protection of Jay Prince's son, Jazz Prince. Now, you know how on his Drake diss track, Euphoria, Kendrick raps his daddy a killer. He wanna be Junior. They must have forgot the ish that they done. Dementia must run in his family. But let it get shaky, I'll park his son. Many fans believe that this was a reference to Jay Prince and Jazz Prince and their alleged responsibility for Takeoff's death. Basically, fans are speculating that
Oh, that was Kendrick said that? Hold on. That's
Kendrick was warning.
Hold on, go back.
The protection of Jay Prince's son, Jazz Prince. Now, you know how on his Drake diss track, Euphoria, Kendrick raps his daddy a killer. He wanna be Junior. They must have forgot the ish that they done. Dementia must run in his family. But let it get shaky, I'll park his son. Many fans believe that this was a reference to Jay Prince and Jazz Prince and their alleged responsibility for Takeoff's death. Basically,
Kendrick. Them bars be sneaking past. Them be wow.
Fans are speculating that Kendrick was warning Jay Prince to stay out of his beef with Drake unless he wants his son to be exposed. And this brings us to Kendrick's affiliate, Schoolboy Q. He's the latest rapper to publicly slam this whole concept of checking in. And he made it clear that he doesn't do any of that goofy stuff.
There's been rumors that LA is probably one of the most dangerous places for rappers. Do you believe that's true? Yeah, because I mean, everybody be checking in. That's your favorite thing to do. Check in with somebody that's gonna rob you, stupid. Wow. Yo, you think that guy,
I'm telling you right now, even if you don't check in, like, man, just protect yourself. Because when you go do business with people, I'm telling you, it's not. I've been places. I'm telling you, cameraman, studios, DJs, security. You better know who you doing business with, because they will backdoor you.
Yo, the guy that you don't.
Like Cali is shiesty. I'm just saying.
No, in California got your back. The guy that got beef with other hoods and all this, you checking into that dude? Bro, just go to the hotel, get you something to eat, go back to the...
I done been in a couple situations with people going to Cali. Like, I'm street smart, so I ain't, I saw it. When you've been in the streets all your life, you'll see stuff happening. You can get up out of it. But if you ain't street smart, you ain't gonna see it coming.
Do your business. Go have some fun. Where it's fun. Why do you want to go over there? For what? Don't call me. Oh, it's motherfuckers be having a nerve to call me sometime. Like, what are you talking about, bro? I'm playing video games. My daughter got a soccer game tomorrow.
Now, you probably heard that Schoolboy recently had 2 concerts in Canada canceled at the last minute, allegedly on Drake's orders. Well, word on the street is that Drake tried to pull the same stunt in Houston, thinking his daddy Jay Prince would have his back and ban everyone associated with Kendrick and TDE from the city. But it turns out that Jay Prince has no intention of fighting Drake's battles anymore. And on August 3rd, Schoolboy Q performed in front of a packed crowd at House of Blues in Houston.
How is Jay Prince supposed to fight Drake battles? Like, how? Scare people? Everybody ain't gonna be scared all the time. Saying this is rap, this is music, this is art.
Fans are now saying that Drake is delusional for thinking that he could control Houston from Canada and dictate what American artists can perform there. As for Jay Prince, fans think he's entirely too old for these street games and extortion schemes. One fan said, Drake and Jay Prince corny AF. Accept that L and get in the studio to make a better song. But Drake can't. K-Dot dumb that Canadian ego. And someone else added, 60-year-old gangster, baby boomer still playing the tough guy. Old ninjas need to take a seat. No respect for people from the generation that destroyed our communities in the 70s, 80s, and 90s. But what's your take on Jay Prince and his alleged extortion business? How do you feel about these rumors Drake tried to ban TDE artists from playing in Houston? Drop your comments below and then stick around for this next video.
What y'all think?